The film begins with Claire Peterson, who is about to divorce her husband Garrett after he was caught cheating with his secretary. He kicks her out, causing a rift between them and their son Kevin. Claire's best friend, Vicky Lansing, supports her and strongly advises her to sign the divorce papers and leave Garrett for good. On Kevin's birthday, Garrett shows up for dinner and invites Claire and Kevin to go fishing after a business trip to San Francisco, where the infidelity occurred. Claire declines the invitation but allows Kevin to join his father. Claire is still deeply hurt by the betrayal. One day, as Claire is getting ready to take Kevin out, their garage door gets stuck. Claire tries to open it, and a young man named Noah Sanborn, the neighbor's nephew who uses a wheelchair, offers to help. Noah suggests fixing the garage door, and he goes with Kevin to the hardware store. After they leave, Noah's uncle tells Claire that Noah's parents died a year ago, and he still feels lost. The boys go to the hardware store, and Kevin sees a girl from his school named Ellie Callahan, whom he had a crush on but was too nervous to approach. Noah encourages him to go talk to her. When Kevin goes to pay, Noah introduces himself to Ellie. Soon, the three bullies on skateboards, led by a guy named Jason Zimmer, start to harass Kevin in front of Ellie and Noah. Later, Noah spends a lot of time with Kevin while his uncle is in the hospital, and Claire invites him to have dinner with them. During dinner, Claire mentions that she teaches classic literature at school, which impresses Noah, who quotes Homer and expresses his love for the Iliad. Later, Noah sees a pair of high-heeled shoes that Claire keeps in a box and says they are for women trying to look sexy, so Claire doesn't need to try them on. He then rushes to apologize for his words. After that, when Kevin and Garrett return from their trip, Claire prepares to go out. She looks out the window and sees Noah naked in his room. She notices Noah looking at her, but he hides behind the curtains. Claire goes on a date with Vicky and her boyfriend Ethan, along with his friend Cooper at a restaurant. Cooper is a rude guy who insults Claire's interest in classic literature and calls her names when she tries to defend her opinions. She also notices that Cooper is eyeing the waitress. Frustrated, Claire leaves the restaurant and goes home. Noah calls Claire and says he was trying to thaw chicken in the microwave. He asks her to come help him cook it properly. She finally comes over and stays for dinner after they successfully cook the chicken. Noah continues to flirt with Claire, and although she knows it's wrong, she can't resist. They end up rocking the bed back and forth, full of testosterone and passion. The next morning, Claire begins to regret what happened the night before. She tells Noah that what they are doing is wrong, but this angers him so much that he punches the wall, causing his knuckles to bleed. Kevin and Garrett return from the trip, and they are having dinner with Claire when Noah unexpectedly shows up. Soon Claire brings out a plate of cookies, and Noah asks if she told the guys about what happened while they were gone. She says there was a strong storm, and Noah jokes that it was very wet. Kevin offers the cookies, and Noah replies that he likes the cookies his mom makes. The school year begins, and when Claire starts her first lesson, the principal comes in and announces that Noah is joining their class, as he pretended that Claire asked him to transfer to her class. She realizes that Noah hacked into her computer. Later, Kevin and Noah get along, although Claire starts to feel uncomfortable around Noah. Noah takes Kevin into the woods with his uncle's gun, sets up a line of oranges, and manipulates Kevin into hating his father for cheating on Claire. Kevin joins Noah in the school gym and vents his frustration on a punching bag. Kevin starts to lose consciousness, and Noah rushes to his locker, grabs Kevin's EpiPen, and injects it into his leg, saving him. Vicky brings Claire flowers at work, which they both assume are from Garrett. Claire calls him, and he denies sending anything. She suspects that Noah sent the flowers and confronts him in the gym. One of the teachers notices this and sees him pushing Noah. Kevin goes back to the hardware store to ask Ellie to the movies. She can't go, but agrees to go with him to the fall dance. Meanwhile, Claire and Garrett go on a date, and Kevin starts getting closer to her. She is still upset about his infidelity, but Garrett genuinely wants to start over. Noah finds out about this and angrily confronts Claire. The next morning, Kevin catches them, and since he's still upset with his parents, he goes to school. Noah, Jason, and his friends walk up to Kevin and harass him. This time, Kevin steps forward to confront Jason as Noah walks in and kicks Jason into a locker before repeatedly banging his head against it. Vicky runs over to break it up, only to be shoved by Noah. She is pulled away by a larger teacher. Noah is sent to the principal's office, where Vicky, who is the vice principal, says that the school had never received Noah's personal data from his previous school because he was expelled for disorderly conduct. In response, Noah calls her a dried-up dirty. Vicky raises her hand to hit him, but he catches it. He leaves as Vicky tries to shoo him away. Claire accompanies the fallen Kevin and leaves. Kevin is with Allie. Allie tells Claire about the leak in the boys' bathroom. She goes to turn off the sink and sees a big sign on the wall, "I want to bang Claire Peterson." Noah emerges from the darkness and tries to force himself on Claire, only to get kicked in the balls. He tells her to stay away from him and Kevin. The next day, Claire's students are locked out of class. She opens the door and looks inside to see something horrifying. She then leaves her students outside and finds hundreds of pictures all over the classroom showing her and Noah making love. Claire unplugs the printer and frantically tries to get rid of the pictures when the principal shows up. He opens the door for the students to enter and expresses his concern over Claire's recent behavior, relating what he heard regarding her confrontation with Noah in the gym. Garrett picks Kevin up from school to drive his car home. Kevin drives angrily, still upset with his father. He goes too fast and can't stop because his brakes fail, almost hitting two cars, until Garrett helps him swerve his car into a row of water containers on the road. Claire returns home and sees the dent in Garrett's car. He and Kevin don't tell Claire what happened and assure her that they are both fine. She finds them watching TV with Noah. She follows him into the kitchen, where he tells her about the photos. Kevin says that he has taken a video of their night together, and if Claire wants it, she should go to his house. Claire does go that night, but Noah promises to give her the video only if she continues to sleep with him. She refuses and leaves. Claire tells Vicky everything and asks for her help. Vicky tells Claire to break into Noah's house and find the tape herself. Noah follows what he thinks is Claire's car, only to see Vicky. She turns the car around, asking Vicky to call Claire. Just as she walks into Noah's house, she finds a camera hidden behind the clock above the fireplace. She goes into the basement and finds hundreds of pictures of her all over the walls. Claire looks into Noah's laptop and finds video files and pictures. She discards them and then finds two other files with pictures of the damage, implying that Noah was the one who caused the damage to Garrett's car and also to a minivan. Claire returns upstairs and is surprised when Uncle Noah appears. "What in the world are you doing here at home?" Claire calls Vicky and is surprised when the door is banged on. She thinks it's Noah, and Vicky tells Claire to go to his house with Kevin. The door opens and it's just Kevin. After the women gather, Vicky is hit over the head by Noah. Noah calls Kevin and invites him to Vicky's house. He ties and gags Vicky's mouth while he calls Claire and uses Vicky's voice recording to tell her to come. Claire arrives at Vicky's house. The house is dark and the lights are off. Claire is frightened and trips over a cupboard, which then opens and reveals Vicky's dead body. She calls the police just as Noah finds her and pulls her out of the car. She says that she knew Noah had killed her parents. Noah takes Claire to a barn where he ties up Garrett and Kevin. Noah threatens to kill them both unless Claire agrees to stay with him. He grabs a wrench and hits her with it. She runs over to Kevin and tries to untie him until Noah wakes up and pulls Claire away. She grabs kerosene and throws it around Garrett and Kevin. He pulls out a lighter, and when Claire pushes him, he drops it, igniting the kerosene. The barn starts to burn. Garrett breaks free and wraps the rope around Noah's neck. Noah takes his gun and shoots Garrett in the chest. Claire takes Kevin's EpiPen and pokes Noah in the eye. She tries to go back and untie Kevin, but Noah keeps fighting her. Kevin breaks the ropes and hits Noah with a wooden block, but Noah pushes him away and points his gun at Kevin. Claire calls out to Noah and says, "You're no hero," before pulling a button that drops a machine on Noah, killing him. Claire and Kevin pull Garrett and exit the burning barn. Paramedics and police arrive at the scene. They carry Garrett into the ambulance with Claire and Kevin by his side. She continues to reassure Garrett that everything will be okay and that they will finally go home together. The end. So what do you think of this movie? Maybe you can comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to this channel so you can watch the next recap. See you soon.